And we have a go for auto sequence start. T-minus 17 seconds and countdown. All systems are go. Start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff.
It's time to charge up with Victor Pisano.
Hey everybody, it's Victor Pisano and welcome to another edition of the Powercast from Charge Up. Thanks for taking the time to listen. All of us at Charge Up appreciate it. For those of you that may be new, Charge Up is your one stop for all things leadership. It's fresh, it's inspiring, actionable insights on the challenges and rewards of leadership in the real world. If you want to learn more, be sure and go to chargeuptoday.com. Hey, so today I wanted to talk about what I personally feel is the most important characteristic of leadership. But before I just divulge it and throw it out there, I got to tell you how my opinion regarding this entire podcast topic was reinforced just last week. It was a productive week for me, the entire Charge Up crew. We had the incredible experience to film 5 of our Power Clip segments. If you remember, the Power Clip segments are those one-on-one video segments that we talk to leaders. We talk about actual experiences. They give great insight, not only to those aspiring to be a leader, but those who have tenure in leadership. And that's part of the special content, I think, that comes out of Charge Up is those Power Clip segments. You can find them on our YouTube channel. But let me tell you, off camera, with all 5 of those leaders that I did those interviews, I purposely asked one simple question to each of them because I wanted to get a little bit of an insight. I asked them, I said, hey, in your opinion, what's the single most important characteristic that a young, aspiring leader must have to be successful? For most of them, there really wasn't much thought. But the crazy thing is, every one of them gave the same answer. It was 5 for 5. Even more crazy, it was the topic of my podcast anyway. And it was the same exact characteristic that I consider to be the most important. Okay, with that said, let's jump into it. That one characteristic that everyone said was first on their list, they all said integrity. Okay, I know it's safe to say there are so many characteristics. How can you narrow it down to one? I mean, there's courage, character, trust. There's confidence, empathy, transparency. This list is long, and every one of them are important. I do not want to discount any one particular characteristic because I do think it takes a grouping to make a successful leader. However, integrity is critical. Okay, it's the one that all the others rely upon. It's that foundation. You have to have integrity as your foundation. If you want to experience personal growth, if you want to experience success, you cannot fake integrity. Integrity is simple. For me, it's about being honest. It's having strong moral principles regardless of every pressure and circumstance that's going to surround you. And I guarantee you, you are going to be tested more than you think. As a leader, you're going to see where times that integrity is going to actually serve as your moral compass as long as you never abandon the truth. Okay, it's always about doing what you believe is the right thing to do. And I want to stress a word there. Always. Consistency goes hand in hand with integrity. Okay, go back to being honest, go back to those strong moral principles. It's always having the inhibition to exhibit those and lean upon them in tough times. Okay, you have to do what you believe. You have to say what you believe, and you have to act how you believe. There is absolutely no substitute for integrity. You don't ever hear someone say they have a little bit of integrity. You either have it or you don't, period. And if you don't, you're gonna lose trust. And without trust, you don't have a chance to succeed as a leader. That trust is essential because remember, and I'm gonna throw a little shout out to Simon Sinek for this line because I don't think you can say it any better. But he says this, a leader is someone who can put into words that which does not exist yet. Okay, so we go back to trust. You obviously have to trust a leader who's going to put something into words that which does not exist yet. Goes right back to integrity. Okay? Integrity means making the unpopular decision. It's one of the reasons why at times leadership can actually be a lonely role. It's tough to lead when you're in the group. Sometimes you've got to separate yourself from that group. But integrity can also be that one thing that separates you. It can be the reason why people choose to follow you, and that's out of respect. Okay? And more important than anything, if you are a respected leader, you are not going to have trouble having people not only follow you, but succeed. It'll turn to empowerment. It turns into so many different things that not only will you succeed as a leader, but you will also create the key skill sets and traits of those that follow you, and they too will become successful leaders. So listen, always remember that leadership's a privilege, and you have to practice it every single day. So take this podcast, apply the integrity trait to your skill set, and I promise you, the sky is the limit. Be sure and go check out more of our Charge Up content. We've got you covered on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, YouTube, Medium. Also, go to chargeuptoday.com. Chargeuptoday.com. Subscribe to my weekly newsletter, The Wire. Okay, it's my Monday motivational newsletter delivered right to your inbox to start the week off the right way. On behalf of all of us at Charge Up, we sincerely thank you for listening. And as always, I'm humbled to lead. Have a great week, and don't forget, my friends, charge up.
Roger, we'll stop. That was a picture-perfect end to a top-fuel mission. Everybody, welcome back to Earth.
Thanks for listening to Charge Up with Victor Pisano. Subscribe to the podcast at chargeuptoday.com.